Peace, 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 y'all. I said a peace, y'all. Freaking peace, y'all. Today, I wanted to talk about another barefoot shoe that I've used for quite some time now. And they are the beloved, really, who knows if they're beloved, but they're the Amazon, you already know them, barefoot shoe, the Whitins. As you see, mine are crushed. So I got these about a year and some change ago. They're my all-around stompers. I wear them quite regularly, almost every day, and they're super comfortable. I really love the spaciousness in them. Normally, I take out insoles, but for this shoe, I've kept this insole in. Yeah, it's a super comfortable shoe for me. I really enjoy this shoe. And the best part about it is that it is super economical, meaning it's super affordable. It's a great entry point into the barefoot world. You don't break your bank to experience a barefoot shoe. Like a lot of barefoot brands, they're super expensive. It feels like an investment every time I buy a barefoot shoe that's not an Amazon brand. I'm not even sure if it's an Amazon brand, but I feel like these are the ones that dominate the Amazon space. Whitin, right? Whitin. I call them the Whitins. I don't even know why I say it like that. Definitely Whitin. They're canvas, and they're super, zero drop, of course. Canvas sneaker. These shoes I've taken these everywhere. Pack these. Now I use them so much that I scrunch this back and they turn into some slip-ons. Taking them on long walks, city walks. I won't say I've taken them on hikes. That's definitely not true. I don't take these on hikes. I live in a very, very rocky place, like cobblestone, pebbles kind of rocky. And so sometimes these are pretty low to the ground and very little cushion that a certain rock does feel uncomfortable. And I have other shoes for hiking and whatnot. But I will say, for just throwing them on, a pair of jeans, pair of sweats, they were great as gym shoes as well. I really enjoyed these as gym shoes. Yeah, because zero drop, no cushion. I really felt like I was getting the full use of my foot when moving about in them. So I really like them for that reason. Also, just the black on gum sole ended up being really cool. I will say, disclaimer, I was caught at the park one day and the basketball run just looked too good to pass up. And I did play basketball in these shoes and my feet got crushed. Just blisters everywhere. Because they're canvas, they don't really like lock in too well. And so my feet did get crushed while playing basketball, but they're not a basketball shoe, right? They're not designed for that. They're designed for just all around kicking around the town in. I will say, as time went on, they got more comfortable spatial wise, but they did start looking like I started getting a little self-conscious of how they looked after a while. They started just looking like too beat down, to just fat and sloppy. The like initial form tightness of it lost it after time. I will say I've gotten these wet many a times. Had to dry them out in the sun. So they've gotten beat up. As you see on this other pair, it even has a hole in it. This is just from, constant usage. And so it's time for these to go. And I will say that I liked this brand so much. I like the affordability of it. I like the fact that knowing that they're a barefoot shoe and that I have the space and they're just comfortable to put on and that they don't cost a lot, I ended up getting another pair. And I wanted to try something else. I've looked, maybe not like extensively, and these don't really have like a full model name. I'm sure they do, but these are just one style of the canvas sneakers, round toe shape, this thing going on. So I had these are the first ones I got. And then I ended up getting these. These are the next Whitin shoes I got. So they still have this same outsole. I would say this outsole works great. No slippage, it's not super slippery. It's hella comfortable still. So these Whitins have been my next ones, my newest ones. They're the cream colorway. unlike these ones have this little cushion right here that I like. They're comfortable. I will say this though, something that I didn't quite like is that when I purchased the shoes from Amazon, they had like the size 10, right? And then they had the size 10 wide. And so I just thought, well, I got wide feet. I mean, they're already wide barefoot shoes, but I guess a 10 wide would even be better. And they're 10 wide, like wide ends up just being a size 11, which I don't really love. I like how these ones are my shoe to size 10s. So I think you just want roomier toe box. Just stick to your natural shoe size, your regular shoe size, because the way that these are built anyways, they're wide toe box, so you're gonna have that space. I can put my toe spacers in both of these shoes. I can wear toe spacers and fit my feet comfortably in both of these pairs of shoes. And so yeah, the Whitins. I highly recommend them. Great starter shoe to get into the barefoot space. Zero drop, wide toe box, barefoot shoes from Amazon. They're called Whitins. And I like them so much that I've gotten my children some Whitin shoes, especially because, you know, kids, they go through sizes so fast. Buying V-rums for my children right now is not the move. Currently, these are. And here you go. Whitins. Definitely a strong recommend. Yeah. I'm curious, they have like Whitin running shoes now. They have like straight up athletic shoes. I'm curious to see what those will be like. I don't have a need for them at the moment, but as I start growing this channel, I would like to try some other shoes so I can review them. And I can give people like me the information that I was looking for. Peace, y'all.
Hi.
Okay, so we have a special guest on here. It's my daughter, Alaya. And Alaya is here because, just like her daddy, she also has Whitins. Alaya, you can tell me in English or Spanish. It's okay. How do these feel when you wear them?
Bien.
Muy bien. And why do they feel bien?
Porque son muy abiertos y me dan espacio para mis dedos que se muevan.
Yeah. So she said they're really open and they give her a lot of space so that her toes can move. ¿Y se sienten cómodos? Do you feel them comfortable?
Sí.
Sí. And do they make you go fast?
Yes, I.
And do they make you jump high?
Sí.
Yeah. And when you didn't have these and you had the other ones, the pink ones, how did those feel?
¿Cuáles?
Las otras que tenías antes de estas.
A little bit comfortable.
A little bit uncomfortable. And why were they uncomfortable? ¿Por qué eran incómodos las otras?
Porque me quedaban chiquitos.
Ajá. ¿Te apretaban tus dedos?
Sí.
Decían que tus dedos eran así. ¿Y estas son así? Yeah, exactly. So we got these. These are also pliable. They have way more cushion than the ones I have, the canvas one. These are technically the sneaker style, and I really like these for her. They have great traction. I like these like horse style sole. Do you slip on these shoes?
No.
No slipping. I've seen her before on other sneakers that we had got her, like standard conventional sneakers, and she would occasionally roll her ankle too. She would do that quite often. But with these, I've never seen that. She also often would trip over her other shoes. I haven't seen her trip over these. And they're really great. They're sturdy. They're very sturdy, what I like about them, but still movable. And so they're Velcro strap, and these are elastic. So these are elastic and they're Velcro. We got her actually another pair of Whitins, but she uses those for her school shoes. And she could tie those if she wants to, but they have like a pull tab, and then they kind of cinch down, and they're a knit upper. I could show you a picture of those, or maybe one day we'll do another one. Anything else you want to say?
No sé.
Would you recommend these shoes for other kids?
Sí.
Yeah. And they come in a lot of colors. You like this color?
Sí.
Awesome. All right. See ya. Say bye.